Jordan Tower with JT News. Wreck, what's going on, man?
What's up, JT? I'm good.
What's
How
up,
you?
man? Oh, I'm good, man. So today we are talking about the most disrespectful moments in hip hop, and we're going to start with a very current disrespectful moment that's happened, and it's still current to this day. It involves Gucci Man, the Boogeyman, Yo Gotti, Mr. Cocaine Music Group. They used to be best friends. You know they used to be best friends, right? Partners. That's how they call themselves. That's my partner, right? Well, their disrespectful shit comes over this one girl, Keyshia Kaoir.
Keyshia Kaoir.
Kaoir, whatever, you know.
Gotcha.
Anyways, this girl, she seems like a good girl. Sexy, okay? Loyal, right?
Loyal.
But I would say loyal because a scorned woman is going to scorn you back. So we'll get into the whole details.
We'll get into all that.
But she is loyal because she held Gucci down for 3 years in jail.
Gotcha.
And I respect that. Okay?
She stood by Gucci.
That's why he put a ring on that finger. But Yo Gotti violated with now Gucci Man's to-be wife. Okay? So it all started. Gucci Man and Yo Gotti, they were on mixtapes together all the time. We saw them during, they started working together during Bricks. The Bricks was the first big song we saw them on together. Gucci Man was hot as fish grease out here in 2008. Even Nicki Minaj made her first feature in that video. Before anything. Okay? Throughout the years, they featured each other on, albums, mixtapes. They seemed like they just had each other's back. It was a good friendship, a music friendship. Until about 2012. Now, Gucci Man was tied to Keyshia Kaoir, right? For years,
Kaoir.
right? Yeah, she was a model. You saw her in Rick Ross videos, Birdman videos, Gucci Man videos, even Yo Gotti videos.
She got her own lipstick line and all that,
Now she has a lipstick line and all that kind of stuff. But she started off doing music videos. And I think, was she a stripper? She might have been. Who knows, Most girls in Florida started out stripping. You got Black China, that girl that's on Love and Hip Hop now, Amber Rose. It's all good. She has the assets for it. Why not? Okay. Well, Yo Gotti, it turns out now we started seeing friction. Remember, Gucci Man started going on these tirades on Twitter, calling people out. Waka Flocka, calling Waka Flocka out. French Montana, Nicki Minaj,
Yo Gotti.
Then Yo Gotti, okay? Now, he called Yo Gotti out, said Yo Gotti ain't keeping it real, blah, blah, blah. Yo Gotti responded, called him. He said he called him. And Gucci Man didn't get right to the core of the problem, okay? He just said, hey, you got a mixtape coming out on 10/17. We all know his label's 10/17, right? That's my date. So Yo Gotti said he moved his thing a day over to, let his partner shine, right? Well, then, obviously that wasn't enough for Gucci Man. Had another chip on his shoulder, so he came out with a song called "Have Mercy," or was it a "Have Mercy"? It was called "Busta." Yo Gotti diss, okay? Busta. I think it was it was something like that. Birds of a Feather. I think that's what it was called. Birds of a Feather. Yeah.
Get mean.
And, he bigged up Rocco in the song, who he later had a problem with. But he said, I fuck with Rocco because he's hustling. I used to fuck with Gotti till he turned into a buster. Fuck him. He said, fuck him on the ad-lib, okay? So he immediately took to radio.
Okay.
And talked to the guy E something down here, okay? Well, I forget his name. E something. Anyways. And he's on the radio with them, and they're big radio personalities in Atlanta. I just can't think of their name right now. Anyways, he's talking about how Gotti's a buster. He talked about French Montana don't keep it real. Nicki Minaj ain't keep it real. And these are people he helped out in the game,
Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka. He didn't really address Waka Flocka so much in that situation because they had like a brotherly falling out. So they were hot and cold all the time, So he addresses the Gotti situation. This makes Gotti, that's a line crossed for Gotti. He said, in an interview after that, he said he crossed a line, calling me a buster, publicly. We can never be cool again. It's a wrap. Okay? So, unfortunately, Gucci Man gets caught with a gun or something and goes away for 3 years, right? He was lucky to get 3 years, not more than that, because he was already on probation, right? Now, Gotti does an interview while he's in jail, and he's at the Breakfast Club, and he's asked about this, and he says, oh, yeah, at first he says, we first had an issue with the mixtape. He explains the mixtape issue, right? Then he says, I was chilling with Keyshia Kaoir one night, which I guess, Kaoir, you know, whatever her, and her problem, he knew that was Gucci Mane's ex-girl, right? So he told her, he said, yo, you know Gucci Mane, my partner, right? And she said, yeah. And he said, well, she was cool with it, so I was cool with it, and things rocked out how they went. So Charlemagne said, what, so you fuck Gucci's girl? And he said, eh. And they all laughed about it, right? But, okay, now, we know why...
Gucci Mane, now, soon-to-be wife, draws.
That's his wife, yeah. Draws. Yeah, so Gotti kind of like threw it in his face while he was in jail. Yeah, I had sex with her. You know that, and that's why you were really mad.
Keyshia Kaoir draws. Yo, Gotti.
Yes. Yeah. But I can understand why Keyshia did that, because Gucci Mane admits that he was fucking up a lot in his relationship with her, not keeping it 100 with her. So if you scorn a woman, she's going to scorn you right back, right?
When the woman's fed up.
Yeah, so she got back at him with his partner. I mean, that hurts the most, right?
That's the worst thing a chick can do.
Exactly. So
ain't no turning back for me, but go ahead.
And what do you think about Gotti? They were cool at this point, right? Gotti went ahead and slept with her, right? His partner's ex-girl. Now, m.reck, you know our friends. If you ever fuck with a bitch, right, and then you don't fuck with her no more, I'm never gonna fuck with her. It's just it's a violation. You know what I mean?
Especially if you know we had an intimate relationship. Now, yeah, you know, if it was a slide groupie chick,
that's different.
You know, that's different.
Yeah, but if this was your girl, yeah, it's too personal. And then it fucks up our friendship. You know what I mean? Because then it gets weird, gets spooky.
It's real
spooky. It's just like, yeah, and then you don't know what this bitch is talking about because you told her fucking pillow talking. You know, I mean, we all do that when you get comfortable with a girl. She by default knows your deepest secrets. You know, just from being around you. You know, so it's just too weird, right? So, anyways, Gotti did that. Did Gotti keep it real doing that? I think he didn't. I think he violated the friendship. No matter what you're going through, you don't do that.
Yeah, because if y'all go through something and y'all can resolve it, I think baby mothers, wives, kids, and you can't cross certain lines.
Yeah.
Like, and the reason why I said kids, because when people get mad at people, sometimes they might disrespect somebody's kids. Yo, fuck you and your kids. And I seen people do this that were so-called close.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they mad, they use anything as leverage or anything to get you mad.
Yeah.
You know, because they know this is the stuff that's close to you. These are the things and the people that's close to you.
Yeah.
So they try to hurt you. So obviously, Gotti really wanted to hurt Gucci because that's the ultimate, points you can have on a man.
They always talk about that in songs. Fuck your bitch. Fuck your
you know that best.
Yeah. What?
No, I'm talking about you know it best because you always mention.
Oh yeah.
You always say why rappers.
What you saying, homie?
No. I'm not. I'm talking about the fact of.
That was funny the way you said it, though. It was funny. It was funny the way you said it.
Oh yeah. Now I'm not trying to put you in black.
No, I know it was just funny. I'm just making that a joke.
Yeah, I got you.
No, but we always point that out in rap songs. That they're always talking about. They always got to fuck your bitch. Why can't they get their own bitch? You know what I mean? But it's that mentality, of getting a one up on the next guy, by fucking his bitch, So Gotti violated even for talking about that while Gucci was in jail, and doing it to his partner, period. Now, they had their fallout. Now, Gucci Mane's home. Keyshia held it down with Gucci, right? She helped him set up. She supports him. Every strong man has a strong woman behind them. So she is a strong woman for him. He recognized that. She held him down in jail. She held him down after. He even said in a recent interview she flipped some money that he had and turned it into some good money, and he had something to come home to. He trusted her with the money. She flipped it. and still there when he comes home, most girls would have skated off with the money and spent it, you know? So she spent it and made money with it.
Salute to her.
Oh, yeah, and congratulations to them getting married now.
Yeah, congrats to them, Gucci and Keyshia Kaoir.
And Gucci.
On a up-and-coming marriage.
Oh, yeah, and Gucci pretty much let it be known, okay? They said, yo, you know, you went out a lot of people before you went to jail. Did you make amends with some of those people? Now, we know he fell out with Rocco, Monica, Waka, Yo Gotti, Nicki, French, a lot of people, right? The only and Rick Ross too. The only people he said he apologized to was like Rick Ross, Monica. Everyone else can eat a dick. Those relationships, he said, if I haven't spoken to you in 3 years, I'm good. We're done. I wish you the best, but I'm moving on with my life. You move on with yours, and that's it. So he doesn't feel bad about going at Yo Gotti. Waka Flocka, he says they deserved it. Anyone else who I went at deserved it. So that means Rocco, too. Rocco hasn't said anything since Gucci came home, so I guess they're just not cool anymore, you know?
Gotcha.
He mentioned that he couldn't see Shorty Low when he came home because Shorty Low's a felon. And he couldn't be around a felon until he got off of house arrest, you know? So, unfortunately, Shorty Low died the day he got off of house arrest. How spooky is that? Yeah.
R.I.P.
Shorty Low, good friend, man. But this is one of hip-hop's most craziest moments right here. Right? Most disrespectful moments in hip-hop. We're going to continue this series. This is just a fresh one. Start you guys off, right?
Make sure you like and share.
Make sure you like and share.
On Facebook.
Yep. And subscribe. And we got a lot more of these coming this week. We're going into the deep. We're digging up dirt. We're digging up the bodies and bringing them back out. Because you can't forget.
Put them onto the blueprint.
Oh, yes.
For success.
Guys, if you're a rapper out there, or you just got a product you want to promote, maybe you got a t-shirt line or something, right? Hit us up at dailyhiphoplive@gmail.com. We have the blueprint to success. We're a marketing company. We design websites. We do videos, commercials, music videos, and we utilize Facebook marketing and Google marketing. We specialize in SEO. If you don't know what that stands for, it's search engine optimization.
Yes,
we have studied this for the past year. We can give you our marketing expertise and use our platforms. We have multiple blogs, YouTube channels, a lot of things to help you get out there.
And connections to radio.
And it's not free. It's not free. So all you guys hitting me up and saying, yo, can you help me out? I'm struggling. Everyone has a struggle story. I could give you a million sob stories of my own, okay? Don't hit me up with, oh, I got 20 kids and I'm just trying to make it out here. Well, dude, you shouldn't have had 20 kids. I applaud you for having 20 kids, but, you know, I have my own hardships, okay? My dog needs to go to the vet.
Make money.
My dog needs to go to the vet. I need that vet money.
You heard?
I got bills, too, just like you. I can't work for free. I'm sorry. I wish I could, but I can't. I got bills, man. I got bills. So just respect that. And we wish you all the best. All right? And subscribe, and we out.
Salute.